Los Angeles overwhelms almost every first-time visitor. A sprawling, car-dependent city where a handful of things nobody tells you can make or break your entire trip. We are covering 30 real things, from traffic timing and neighborhood picks to free museums, beach day logistics, hiking, and the small local habits that instantly mark you as a tourist. Some of these will save you real money. Others will save you an entire afternoon stuck in traffic. And a few might change how you plan the whole trip. Save this video before you land, because half of these are the kind of thing you only learn the hard way, circling for parking at the wrong beach. Los Angeles is built for driving, not walking. Most neighborhoods sit miles apart with no direct transit connecting them, so budget for a rental car or expect to lean heavily on ride shares. Ride shares add up fast across a multi-day trip. A rental car with a hotel that offers free parking often works out cheaper if you are covering more than 2 or 3 neighborhoods. Public transit does exist and keeps improving, but it realistically only covers a handful of corridors well. Do not plan a car-free trip unless you are staying in one compact area. A hotel with free self-parking or a rental with unlimited mileage both pay off fast here, since even a short trip easily racks up 30 or 40 miles of driving a day. Airport rideshare pickup at LAX now requires a walk to a dedicated LA exit lot rather than curbside pickup. Budget an extra 10 to 15 minutes for that connection on arrival. Echo Park and Silver Lake, just east of downtown, offer a walkable, cafe-filled alternative to the more spread-out west side if you want one neighborhood you can genuinely stroll around. Rush hour runs roughly 7 to 9 in the morning and 4 to 7 in the evening. And freeways like the 405 can turn a 20-minute drive into over an hour. Google Maps and Waze both factor in live traffic. Checking either before you leave saves real time, and shifting a drive by even 30 minutes can cut your travel time significantly. The Waze app in particular reroutes around accidents in real time, and is genuinely popular with LA locals for that reason. Worth downloading before your trip, even if you rarely use navigation apps at home. Carpool lanes marked with a diamond require 2 or more people during posted hours, a detail rental car visitors sometimes miss. Watch for the painted diamond symbol on the pavement. The LA Zoo sits right next to Griffith Park and pairs easily with an observatory visit. A solid half-day option if you are traveling with kids on this trip. 2 points that look close together on a map can sit 45 minutes apart by car. Once you factor in LA's sprawling layout and unpredictable traffic patterns, group your sightseeing by neighborhood rather than by attraction. Trying to bounce between Santa Monica and downtown twice in one day wastes hours you could spend actually exploring. A useful local habit is checking drive time on the map the night before, not just the morning of, since a plan that looked reasonable can quietly become a 90-minute slog. A car with real trunk space is worth prioritizing at the rental counter. Beach gear, shopping bags, and day trip supplies fill up a compact car faster than expected here. Craft coffee culture runs deep here. Independent roasters throughout Silver Lake, Highland Park, and Venice consistently rank among the best in the country if you care about a good cup. Santa Monica and Venice put you near the beach with a walkable core. Hollywood puts you near the classic tourist sites, and downtown suits travelers focused on museums and nightlife. Staying near the beach means calmer mornings and easy ocean access, while a Hollywood or downtown base cuts driving time to major studios in Griffith Park. West Hollywood splits the difference nicely, close to both the Sunset Strip nightlife and a reasonable drive to the beach, a solid middle ground if you cannot decide on one area. The Sunset Boulevard Drive itself, from downtown through Hollywood and out to the coast, makes a scenic connector route if you have time to take the slower surface streets instead of the freeway. The Last Bookstore. Downtown, a converted bank turned massive independent bookshop, is worth a stop purely for the architecture and photo ops, even if you are not buying books. The Hollywood Walk of Fame is genuinely underwhelming in person, a somewhat gritty sidewalk lined with stars. Most visitors are satisfied with 30 minutes there rather than a whole afternoon. Combine it with the TCL Chinese Theater handprints and the Dolby Theater nearby, then head elsewhere for the rest of the day rather than lingering in the crowded tourist strip. The Chinese Theater's forecourt handprints genuinely reward a slow look. Dozens of major stars pressed their prints into the concrete here going back nearly a century. Pasadena, home to the Rose Bowl and a charming historic downtown, sits close enough to downtown LA for an easy half-day trip most visitors overlook entirely. Keep a portable phone charger in your bag on longer sightseeing days. Navigation apps and rideshare use drain a phone battery fast, and outlets are not always easy to find on the go. Valet parking is standard at many restaurants and hotels, typically $10 to $20 plus tip, and free street parking in busy areas can mean a 15-minute walk to circle for a spot. Download the Spot Hero or ParkWiz apps to pre-book parking near popular attractions, often cheaper than a garage's drive-up rate, and it guarantees you a spot during busy weekends. Many hotels also offer a flat overnight self-parking rate that beats valet significantly. Always ask at check-in rather than assuming valet is your only option. A handful of hotels in Santa Monica and Venice offer free bike rentals for guests. Worth asking at check-in before paying for a separate bike share day pass. The Los Angeles County Museum of Art, right along the Miracle Mile, offers free general admission for residents on select days and reasonably priced tickets for everyone else the rest of the time. In-N-Out's not-so-secret menu includes animal style with grilled onions and extra sauce, and protein style, which wraps your burger in lettuce instead of a bun. Both are simply asked for by name. Lines move fast even when they look long, and the menu board itself only shows the basics. Locals simply know to ask for these variations at the register without hesitation. Ordering animal-style fries alongside your burger is another local favorite. Cheese, grilled onions, and sauce piled over the fries themselves, worth trying at least once. The Chinese Theater and Walk of Fame area gets noticeably calmer in early morning before 10, both for photos and for avoiding the costume characters who expect tips for pictures. Sit-down restaurants expect 18 to 20%, and many now default their card reader suggestions higher. Check the pre-tax total before tapping through a suggested tip percentage. Valet parking, hotel bellhops, and rideshare drivers all appreciate a few dollars cash on top of any built-in service fee, a habit visitors from tip-free countries often forget. Counter service spots and food trucks generally leave tipping optional but appreciated. $1 or $2 in the jar is a kind gesture without the same expectation as sit-down dining. Street parking rules change block by block and hour by hour. Here, always read the posted sign carefully. A 5-minute misread easily turns into an expensive towing fee. Santa Monica offers a classic pier and boardwalk atmosphere. Venice brings a bohemian, slightly gritty energy with street performers, and Malibu delivers quieter, more scenic coastline further from the crowds. Beach parking lots fill fast on sunny weekends. Arriving before 10 in the morning or using a nearby residential street with legal parking saves real frustration later in the day. Zuma Beach further up the coast offers a wider, less crowded stretch of sand than the busier piers closer to the city. Worth the extra drive on a packed weekend. Sunscreen and a refillable water bottle belong in your bag, even on an overcast morning. The marine layer burns off faster than visitors expect, and UV stays strong through the haze. Entry to Griffith Observatory itself is completely free, offering some of the best sunset and skyline views in the city. But the small parking lot fills up quickly on weekends. Arrive at least an hour before sunset or take a ride share to skip the parking search entirely. The walk-up crowd for sunset photos gets genuinely dense in peak season. The observatory's free telescopes are open to the public on clear nights, a genuinely special way to end an evening in the city without spending $1. The original Farmers Market and adjacent Grove Shopping Center share a parking structure, validated for a few free hours if you make even a small purchase at either location. The Getty Center's admission is free year-round, an incredible deal for the art collection and architecture alone. You only pay a flat parking fee to enter the Hilltop campus. A tram carries visitors up the hill from the parking garage. Book a timed entry online in advance during busy months to avoid a long wait at the gate. The Getty Villa in Malibu, a separate sister location focused on antiquities, also offers free entry and makes a nice pairing with a coastal day trip. A handful of taco trucks and stands only take cash. Carrying a small amount on you avoids missing out on some of the best, most affordable food in the city. Runyon Canyon offers sweeping city views close to Hollywood and stays busy with locals working out, while Griffith Park's trails feel quieter and lead up toward the observatory itself. Start early morning to beat both the heat and the crowds and bring more water than you think you need. The sun here is stronger than most visitors expect. Bring layers even on a warm hiking day. Coastal canyons like Runyon can feel noticeably cooler and windier near the ridgeline than down at the trailhead. Downtown's rooftop bars often have the best sunset views over the skyline itself, a strong alternative to the more crowded Hollywood and West Hollywood rooftop scene. A gray marine layer often blankets the coast through late morning, especially in late spring, a phenomenon locals call June gloom, while inland neighborhoods stay sunny the entire time. Layering matters here more than most visitors expect. Mornings near the beach can feel 15 degrees cooler than an afternoon in Hollywood or downtown just a short drive inland. Beachfront neighborhoods like Santa Monica and Venice run several degrees cooler than inland spots like Pasadena or the San Fernando Valley on the very same afternoon. A star map purchased from an official newsstand differs wildly in accuracy from one sold by street vendors. If you want one at all, buy from a licensed shop instead. Smog and wildfire smoke can affect air quality on certain days, especially during late summer and fall. Checking an air quality app before a big hiking day is a smart habit. Clear winter and spring days often deliver genuinely stunning mountain and ocean views from the same hills that look hazy in September. Timing your outdoor plans around the forecast helps. Fall is typically when wildfire smoke most affects air quality citywide, while winter and spring after rain tend to deliver the clearest, most photogenic days of the year. Grand Central Market downtown makes a great lunch stop paired with a walk through the Bradbury Building and Angel's Flight funicular railway just steps away. The original farmers market near the Grove has operated since the 1930s. A permanent food hall mixing produce stalls with sit-down counters, a great low-key lunch stop. Neighborhood farmers markets pop up on specific weekday mornings across the city. The Santa Monica and Hollywood markets are especially popular with both locals and visiting food lovers. The Hollywood Farmers Market on Sunday mornings pairs well with a Walk of Fame visit, since both sit within easy walking distance of each other in the same neighborhood. Renting a surfboard or taking a beginner lesson is easy to arrange right on the Santa Monica or Venice boardwalk without any advance booking required most weekdays. Food trucks are a legitimate part of LA's dining scene, not a budget fallback. Some of the city's best tacos and Korean fusion food comes straight from a truck window. Koreatown's all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue spots offer incredible value for groups. Reserve ahead on weekend nights since the most popular spots regularly turn away walk-ins. Taco trucks parked outside auto shops and gas stations after dark are a genuine LA institution, often serving some of the best al pastor in the entire city. Universal Studios' theme park side requires a separate, often pricier ticket from the studio tour portion. Check exactly what your ticket includes before you go, so there are no surprises. Popular rooftop bars downtown and in Hollywood frequently require a reservation on weekends, and many enforce a dressier code than the city's famously casual daytime style. Weekday happy hours offer a much easier way in without a booking. Arriving right at opening remains the most reliable strategy for walking into a popular spot same day. A number of rooftop bars offer daytime pool access with a day pass, even if you are not a hotel guest. Worth checking each property's website directly for details. The Metro's bike bus program lets you bring a bike onto most trains for free, Useful if you want to combine a train ride with exploring a neighborhood on two wheels. Celebrity sightings do happen around West Hollywood, Beverly Hills, and certain restaurants, but they are far rarer than movies suggest. Treat any sighting as a bonus, not the goal. Star map tours sold on Hollywood Boulevard oversell their odds significantly. A nice novelty drive past famous homes, but manage your expectations about who you will actually see. Beverly Hills' Rodeo Drive is worth a short walk even without shopping plans. The window displays and architecture alone make for a pleasant 20-minute detour. Comedy club tickets bought directly through the venue's own website tend to run cheaper than third-party resale apps. Always check the official site first before buying elsewhere. The Arts District and Grand Central Market have driven a genuine downtown revival, packed with galleries, breweries, and food stalls that feel worlds away from the area's reputation a decade ago. Certain blocks, especially around Skid Row, still warrant extra street awareness, especially after dark. Sticking to well-lit, populated streets keeps an evening downtown stress-free. The Bradbury Building downtown, a stunning Victorian-era atrium, is free to view from the lobby and often overlooked by visitors focused only on the arts district nearby. Both major stadiums offer designated rideshare pickup zones separate from general parking. Following the signage there rather than the main exit usually gets you out faster after a game. Venice Beach's boardwalk buzzes with street performers, Muscle Beach, and vendors. One of the most distinctly LA experiences you can have, best enjoyed in the busier daylight hours. Keep your bags zipped and valuables out of sight in the denser crowds. Standard big city precaution rather than a specific Venice problem, and the energy is well worth the visit. Renting a beach cruiser bike right on the boardwalk is a fun way to see Venice without committing to the full bike share network further down the coast. A sunset-timed visit to Malibu's public beaches like El Matador rewards the drive with some of the most dramatic coastal rock formations anywhere in Southern California. Warner Bros., Universal, and Paramount Studio tours regularly sell out popular time slots weeks ahead, especially in summer, so book online as soon as your travel dates are set. Universal Studios doubles as a theme park, while Warner Bros. And Paramount lean more toward genuine working studio tours. Pick based on whether you want rides or real production sets. Warner Bros. In particular allows you to walk real, still active sound stages and backlots, a noticeably more behind-the-scenes experience than the more theme park feel of Universal. Melrose Trading Post, a Sunday flea market held in a high school parking lot, draws serious vintage sellers and makes a fun addition to a Melrose Avenue shopping day. The Metro rail system connects downtown, Hollywood, Santa Monica, and Pasadena reasonably well now, a legitimate option if your trip sticks to those specific corridors. A tap card works across buses and trains and can be loaded right from your phone. Worth it even for just a few rides between well-connected neighborhoods. Weekend service on some metro lines runs less frequently than weekday service. Checking the schedule ahead avoids an unexpectedly long wait between trains on a Saturday outing. Restaurants participating in California's water conservation efforts sometimes post small signs about it, a detail worth reading since it explains a service style visitors from elsewhere might not expect. Metro bike share stations line the beachfront path connecting Santa Monica, Venice, and Marina del Rey, an easy and scenic way to cover several miles of coastline in an afternoon. The flat, dedicated beach bike path stays separated from car traffic almost the entire route, making it one of the most relaxed ways to see the coast without renting a car. A day pass on the bike share system often costs less than several single unlocks, worth comparing before your ride if you are planning to hop on and off throughout the day. AirNow.gov and similar air quality trackers update throughout the day during fire season. Checking before committing to an outdoor hiking plan takes only a few seconds. Many Sunset Strip clubs enforce a guest list or cover charge on weekend nights, and lines form early outside the most famous venues. Arriving before 10 improves your odds. Rideshare, rather than driving yourself, is the clear move here. Parking is scarce and expensive along the Strip, and cocktails naturally follow a night out in this part of town. The Comedy Store and the Laugh Factory both sit right along the Sunset Strip, too. A solid lower-key alternative to the club scene if stand-up is more your speed. Fuel up near the airport or a major gas station chain before returning a rental car. Prices at small, independent stations near tourist areas often run noticeably higher. Dodger Stadium and Crypto.com Arena both draw serious traffic on game nights. Book tickets ahead and budget significant extra time for both arrival and the exit afterward. Rideshare pickup zones near both venues get congested right after a game ends. Walking a few blocks away from the stadium exit before requesting a car often means a faster pickup. Public transit access to both stadiums has genuinely improved in recent years. The Metro E-Line reaches close to Crypto.com Arena and cuts out the parking hassle entirely. Rental car return lines at LAX get long right before major flight departure banks in the evening. Returning your car an hour earlier than you think you need to is the safer move. The Pacific Coast Highway from Santa Monica to Malibu delivers genuinely stunning ocean views. But weekend traffic can turn a 30-minute drive into well over an hour. Leave early morning or aim for a weekday to actually enjoy the drive, and stop at one of the public beach access points along the way rather than only the famous piers. A stop at Neptune's Net or one of the small roadside seafood shacks along the highway makes a great lunch break partway through the Malibu Drive. A dash cam, or simply keeping your phone mounted and charging in the car, is a small habit worth adopting, since LA drivers report a higher than average rate of minor fender benders. Melrose Avenue is packed with vintage and thrift stores alongside high-end streetwear boutiques, a genuinely fun afternoon for anyone who enjoys digging through curated secondhand racks. Prices at the well-known vintage shops run higher than a typical thrift store. Since items are curated and resold, bargain hunters should expect boutique pricing, not thrift store deals. The Fairfax district near Melrose adds a mix of streetwear and sneaker culture into the same walk. Worth a stop even if vintage racks are not your main interest. If you are visiting in summer, book any outdoor studio tour for the morning slot. Afternoon heat on an unshaded backlot can turn an hour-long walking tour into a rough one. Southern California has faced repeated drought periods, and locals take water conservation seriously. Do not be surprised by shorter hotel shower recommendations or restaurants only serving water on request. This awareness extends to landscaping too. Many yards favor drought-tolerant native plants over grass lawns, a visible sign of the region's ongoing relationship with limited water resources. Many restaurants now only bring water to the table if you ask, a small but noticeable shift in service style tied directly to the region's ongoing conservation habits. The drive along Sunset through Beverly Hills passes distinctly different architecture and landscaping block by block, a genuinely interesting free look at how varied LA's wealthiest neighborhoods actually are. Wildfire season generally runs late summer through fall, and smoke from fires even hundreds of miles away can affect air quality and visibility on certain days during a trip. Checking a local air quality and fire map app during this season takes 30 seconds and helps you decide whether an outdoor hiking day is a good idea that day. Download a fire tracking app like Watch Duty before a fall visit. It gives real-time updates on any active fires and evacuation zones across the region. The Huntington Library and Gardens near Pasadena, with its rose garden and rare book collection, rewards a full afternoon and rarely appears on a typical first-time visitors list. California gas prices consistently rank among the highest in the country, and rental car rates in Los Angeles climb significantly during major events and holiday weekends, so book early. Factor parking, gas, and any toll roads into your daily budget alongside the rental itself. A car-based LA trip costs meaningfully more per day than the base rental rate alone suggests. Toll roads and airport rental surcharges can add a surprising amount to a car-based trip. Reading the fine print on your rental agreement before you drive off avoids sticker shock later. Ask your hotel directly about loaner beach gear like umbrellas and chairs. Several properties near Santa Monica and Venice include it free for guests. and it saves buying gear you will not keep. That is 30 things I wish I knew before my first trip to Los Angeles. Small details that add up to a much smoother trip in 2026. Which one of these surprised you the most? The traffic timing, the free museums, or the beach logistics? Let us know in the comments below. If this guide helped you plan your trip, please like and subscribe for more honest, detailed travel guides from our small channel. Aloha from Kahana Designs. And until next time, safe travels and sweet dreams.